Okay, welcome everyone. It's 6 o'clock. My name is Chris Duran. I'm the Interactive Multimedia instructor here at TCTC, and I'm joined by my academic co-host, Mrs. Hott, who's on screen as well. So a little bit about TCTC. We are a nationally recognized career tech center, and we do serve juniors and seniors and from all the 20 partner schools here in Trumbull County. Some information about career tech itself. 93% of CTE students graduate from high school compared to 80% from non-CTE students. 91% of CTE students are better prepared for their future careers compared to just 44% of non-career tech students. And 90% of our students have the ability to learn real world skills compared to just under half of non. So you're going to get some real career-based learning that's going to kind of give you an advantage going forward in life. So some of the things that you would be doing in interactive multimedia, you're going to learn to develop a certain set of skills. So you're going to have animation. You're going to learn about audio, video, and TV production and editing. You're going to learn about live broadcasting and streaming. Some of the more fine point things like lighting, digital photography, graphic design, as well as public relations and marketing. One of the big things that make you career ready are some of the success accelerators that we have in our program. So you're going to be able to earn your Adobe Certified Associate in Photoshop, in Adobe Premiere, in Adobe Illustrator, and also in Adobe After Effects. Those are directly taken from our advisory committee, who suggests that these are the programs that they're using in industry. So that's how we teach our class to match what they're actually doing in the industry. Some people have asked, what exactly is it that you need to take this course? Obviously, some basic computer skills are suggested, but some of my most successful students have come in with little to no computer knowledge. So I don't think it's necessarily a deal breaker. It certainly helps, but we're going to start at the beginning and make sure that you understand how to use the systems correctly. Literacy skills are obviously important as well. Everything that we do, whether it's animation with words on the screen, the written or the spoken word, whether it's a website or video, those are going to be skills that are going to be helpful. Highly recommended that you have a 2.5 GPA or higher, and a C or better in algebra. Obviously, one of my most important things that I look for in a student is a positive attitude and a positive attendance record. So when we are in school in a normal situation, we do cover a lot of material. We do a lot of work, hands-on, that you simply can't do when you're not here and everyone else is. So really important to kind of keep that in mind. And then obviously, I think this is school-wide, students enrolling in TCTC may have no more than 2 credit deficiencies toward graduation. When you're in this class, you're going to take what we call courses. And so each of these is eligible to then go on later and be part of earning college credit. So in the junior year, you're going to take video and sound and creating and editing digital graphics. And the 2 main programs and certifications that go with those are Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Premiere. In the senior year, you're going to take 2 courses called Animation and Multimedia Image Management Techniques. And the 2 programs that go with those are Adobe After Effects and Adobe Illustrator, as well as the college credits that tie to those as well. So there is a list of schools from across the state, guaranteed for state schools in the state of Ohio, that allow you to align those credits to courses that you would take at the university level. At this point, I'm going to let Mrs. Hott talk a little bit about some of the academic highlights, and then we'll go a little bit more deeply into the program.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Hott. I teach math here at the TCTC. I teach some of the upper level math. Wherever you left off in your academics at your home school, you will continue those same academics here at TCTC. We do try to prepare you that if you want to continue on to college after your experience here at TCTC, you should be fine and ready to go. We also offer some academics that are CCP. So we have some maths, like I teach CCP, calculus, trigonometry, and college algebra. We also have another teacher that teaches CCP statistics. We have some CCP English courses, and then some of your programs offer that you can also get some college credits depending on what the program you're in. We try to make sure that you are getting ready for your ACT. So juniors now in the state of Ohio take your ACT in the late winter, early spring. So we do try to make sure you're ready for that. All our academics, we have iPads in the classroom. Some of the multimedia students have MacBooks, but technology is integrated into all of our academics as well as your program. So you can expect to have some access to technology, and our teachers have been using technology for quite some time. So if you're a person that likes that, that's something that we're pretty good at here at TCTC. Again, to be ready for TCTC, Mr. Duran mentioned all the things that you see there along the side. Academics is a part of your life here at TCTC as well as your program. They go hand in hand. So it's really important that you are ready for your academics, and we have some really strong academic teachers that it maybe at your home school you might have not liked your academics or struggled, and we're going to help you get through those. So if you have any questions at all about your academic programs or your academic options, please feel free to email me. I'll put my email in the chat to everyone. And then of course, reach out to Mr. Duran if you want to know more information about your program. So that's pretty much it for me. If you have any questions, as you go, I'll kind of monitor the chat feature. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And if I can't answer it, then I'll send those to Mr. Duran. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Ms. Hott. So we talk a lot about career trees here at TCTC. So we have a career tree here for multimedia, of basically where you can start and where you can go based on the training you receive here and the training as you pursue further education along the way. So entry level, which we'll talk about some of those jobs there shortly, things like being a camera operator, production assistant, or photographer. Those are jobs that we see some of our grads actually getting currently. You can go on to technical colleges as well. And we do have some students that go on to places like Pittsburgh Technical College. That's one of the closest technical ones and stuff like that, so that you can get like a 2-year degree, as well as Tri-C up in Cleveland. And then if you're going to go the bachelor's route, you're going to have an opportunity to obviously just go a little bit further from there. But I'm going to show you a grad that showed you that kind of it's possible even without, depending on your work ethic and your work quality, that you can continue to go more. So just something to kind of look at, get an idea, look at some of the job titles. Not a bad idea to come back to some of these job titles later. This will be recorded and posted. Go on a place like Indeed.com and look up some of these jobs if you want to get an idea of what they're looking for. And I actually frequent it quite well and quite often, looking to make sure that we're matching the same kind of skill levels and skill sets that they're still looking for, because this industry changes a lot. So a couple numbers to look at from media students from last year, or from 2019, I should say. So 15 out of our 15 students all earned certifications in this program. 14 out of the 15 earned every certification that we offer. So that's a pretty good turnaround. And when they graduated, 8 of them became employed in this field. 5 of them became enrolled in this field. And then we have a few that decided to do different things, which is okay too. This is still high school. We like to be reality with it, that sometimes you may come here and say, well, this was good and great, but I may actually do something else. And there's nothing wrong with that either. So that's what you see, a little bit of a difference in those numbers. I'm going to go ahead and show you the program video that goes with our video, kind of give you more of a video snapshot of what our program is.
Interactive Multimedia. The Interactive Multimedia Tech Prep program focuses on creating and producing interactive multimedia products and services. There are so many exciting ways to market people and products today, like writing and creating websites, creating graphics, magazines, and brochures. The Interactive Multimedia program has a long history of success in the Business Professionals of America National Leadership Conference. Students will have the opportunity to travel across the country and compete at a national level. Also, you'll be involved in photography as well as creating animations. Students get hands-on experience producing TV programs such as TCTC Time, a bi-weekly show broadcasted to the student body on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings, as well as Career Corner, a monthly show broadcasted to middle schools and high schools across Trumbull County. You'll learn all of this hands-on with the newest cameras, computers, and software technology while working with local businesses to help them create the products that they desire. Students also have the opportunity to earn various Adobe certifications that revolve around the video and graphic design industries.
So that's just a quick snapshot. We're going to give you kind of a virtual picture tour today. So you may have seen the students in the video working on the TriCaster. So that's one of the two ways that we were able to do streaming or live broadcasting. So the equipment that we use matches, I don't know if you saw in that video, students working at the Mahoning Valley Scrappers. We are actually, in the last 2 years, we've been the students have been the crew that have produced that show. And remember, that's a Major League Baseball organization, just renewed, thankfully. So they actually produced the live stream by themselves. I'm not there, and they run the show. And that's really turned out to be a great experience for some of our students. It's a great internship, and it's about as best as we can do, being that they're literally right around the corner, that we were able to produce the shows. And if you actually go on my webpage later, there'll be a section you'll see we actually, before they realized, we're ranked the third best broadcast for minor league baseball in the nation that year. And it was run by high school students. So we're pretty proud of that, and something that I like to tell people about, because the ranking didn't come about which was the best high school. It was which was the best broadcast, period. And that's beating teams in Brooklyn and Los Angeles. So you really do get an opportunity to get some authentic opportunities to learn how to do it the right way. This is where things like Career Corner and our shows TCTC Time a lot of times take place. Anytime that we are producing content that involves people talking, this is what we call a soft set. So this is just one of the sets that we've used. The furniture will get moved around. We'll use different pieces. That's an opportunity to produce different types of shows. Another soft set over here, a lot of times this is used for people giving away information or data that people need to know about. So we'll cut to this corner to allow people to visualize and talk about the things that they need to present, kind of like we're doing today. Obviously, this is our news desk. This can change a lot as well, but this is how we actually send out the opening of our shows and do our competition things for BPA for broadcast. It all comes from that desk, and that actually was WYTV's news desk before they updated their studio. So that was a nice donation from them. And that kind of leads us into the thing I like to talk about most, which is our grads. I think I like to always tell kids as they come in, the proof's in the pudding, and let's talk about what some of our grads have done. So this is the first one is Chandler. Chandler finished first in the nation with his broadcast news production when he was here. So he was part of a team. He said interactive multimedia was incredibly important for my career. Not only does it give you critical fundamentals of media production, but it gives you an opportunity to break into the media industry. So Chandler started at WKBN as a production assistant as soon as he graduated, and he has since been promoted to become a news director, which is a high-level position in a TV station. So he's only a few years out of high school, and he's basically just below management. So he's got a bright career and future ahead of him. And again, being very successful with BPA is a great indicator, but not the only indicator, but a great indicator going forward of possibilities of your future career if you're willing to put the work in. This is Alec Cole. So Alec Cole was part of the 2017 video production team that won first place in Ohio his senior year. So he said the multimedia program at TCTC was extremely influential in helping me start my career. My instructor helped me guide down the path that I want to focus on. He helped me find a job at 18 right out of school. And I've been with the same company for over 3 years now without ever having to pay a cent in student loans. So yeah, Alec was another student that did well in BPA and was hired the summer after he graduated and has been a full-time employee there for years doing what we did in class. That's the great thing. The transition was almost seamless. They're doing the same thing that we do here. Another student to talk about is Jack Parker. So Jack was a national organization for youth safety youth correspondent during his senior year. He traveled to Washington, D.C. He traveled to Texas. He traveled a couple of places with him. He was an advocate that we went out and created media content for them about the importance of youth safety, things like wearing your seatbelt and not doing drugs and drinking alcohol and things like that. So he kind of specialized in that. He went up to a technical school after graduation, Tri-C, and he said, my experience in the Interactive Multimedia program was pivotal in my career success. There I learned skills such as camera operation, video editing, and live switching, which set me up for multiple years of video production work. And he's done some amazing jobs. So he's worked with Warner Brothers, Netflix, USA, and many, many more. There's so many times that Jack has come and told me, I'm working on an awesome project. I can't wait till I can tell you about it. And a lot of that's on hold right now because everything going on with COVID, a lot of the productions that he worked on aren't being released to the public yet. A lot of movie companies are holding stuff back. So look for an update to this content with his thing, because he's filmed quite a bit of work. It's just they're not releasing the movies right now with the theaters going on. This is Brittany. So Brittany Hickey finished first in the state in broadcast news production team her junior year and second place in the state for digital media production her senior year. She said, I'm so glad that I decided to come to TCTC and join in the Interactive Multimedia program. The opportunities I experienced and the knowledge that I gained in my 2 years at Interactive Multimedia students are things that I could have never imagined having by the time I graduated high school. Not only did I have skills and abilities to set me far ahead of my college peers, but the opportunity to network with amazing industry professionals, travel to places I would have never have been or gone if it wasn't for TCTC, IMM, and Business Professionals of America, which again is our career tech student organization. She's going to be graduating from YSU, I think Sunday, with her degree in communication. She was hired by Baker, Bednar, Sedner, and Associates, an architectural firm right out of high school. She's been doing their marketing for them since she graduated. She's going to finish college in 3 years. So she took advantage of those CCP classes. So she graduated college in 3 years, and they are promoting her to full time. They can't let her go. So the job that she got out of high school is going to be her job going forward as well. This is Nate Manners. He placed first in the nation for virtual promotion photography and first in the nation for virtual photography showcase his senior year. He said that he was being a student in interactive media gave him numerous advantages after high school. It provided me with the necessary real world experience, provided me with the ability to receive different Adobe certifications. Without these benefits, my chances of landing a job like this after high school would have been drastically decreased. So Nate works at Leonard Truck and Trailer in North Jackson. He's their graphic designer. He designs and prints various kinds of commercial and informative ads and displays to the public, educating them on what the company has to offer. And again, Nate's one of those guys that was able to take his portfolio that he developed here and his certifications and not need any further schooling. He was able to go directly into industry, which is great. This is Devon. Devon finished second in the nation in virtual multimedia and individual, and his video production team finished first in Ohio. So he had to say, being part of an interactive multimedia program allowed me to gain necessary skills to jumpstart my career in the film and entertainment industry. Since graduation, I completed my film degree and able to work on projects such as Bad Boys for Life, Westworld, Milan, Fast and Furious 9, the new Black Widow movie coming out, and the new show on HBO Max called Generation. So he's another great resource. He visits when he's home, when we're normally allowed to do that, and he is not afraid to zoom in and kind of show you guys what he's doing in Hollywood. So it's another really cool connection if that's the route that you would like to take going down the road. This is Macy Taylor. So she was first in the nation in digital media production, third in the nation with a virtual multimedia team, and was the winner of the Great American Noble Challenge, all three things her senior year, as well as interning for the Mahoning Valley Scrappers as well. If you see her with that big camera down there, that was her in high school. So she said, being in IMM helped me not only learn the basics and gain friends, but also explore the possibility of my job field. The connection I was able to gain allowed me to secure a job at Advantage Video, doing what I love. You may hear it a lot, but hard work pays off in so many ways. Don't blink. You may miss the time of your life. Never skip an opportunity. So Macy, again, has been working at Advantage Video since she graduated. She started about a month after she graduated. She edits footage and motion graphics to create a cohesive video for advertising and marketing purposes. Here is Mason. So Mason is another guy that finished top of the line with his video production team, and his virtual multimedia team finished 4th in the nation 2 years in a row. And he was also an intern for the Mahoning Valley Scrappers, if you see a trend here. So by joining IMM, I could get the knowledge and experience I could have received from my regular high school. I learned valuable skills, competed at high levels across multiple competitions, and put myself in a great position to succeed after high school. Through the people I met, the places I traveled, and the experiences I gained, I couldn't imagine a better way to spend my junior and senior year. So Mason was hired as a videographer at 21 WFMJ. Um, his job is to independently shoot and edit videos for the news broadcasts, which is something you do a lot of here. He's also currently working on a bachelor's degree at Kent State in digital media production. So he's both working and he's both employed and enrolled. One of our last ones today is Geneva. She's currently a senior at Kent State, majoring in digital media production. When she was here, she finished 1st in the nation in virtual multimedia promotion. She finished 1st in the nation in virtual showcase. She received a national gold medal and an American Visions Award for the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards in New York City. She did a lot of really good things. She talks a lot about too having some opportunities that she wouldn't have had at her home school, and learning how to get to work here. That's what we do. We like to work and really put the practice into trying to create content and practice it until we get really good at it. And she's been freelancing her way through college to help pay her way as she's earning her bachelor's degree. So just really another really good success story of many students that we can talk about here that have graduated from this multimedia program. So as a reminder, the priority deadline to apply for this program is January 15th. I encourage you, if you're interested in this class, to apply early. We do tend to fill up most years and sometimes early. So you definitely want to get that in. My email address is on the screen if you have any questions, and we can also answer any questions you have now. Mrs. Hott, was there any in the chat?
I had answered most of them in the chats, and the ones that I couldn't answer, I had given them your email. So
Okay, perfect.
so, yeah, and so I had typed out in the chat feature your email address and also my email address, so that if they have questions, they can direct it to us. But of course, if you have a question now, feel free to ask.